What is up, YouTube? Jericho 426, a very cleanly shaven Jericho 426, coming at you with another Marvel Contest of Champions video. He's got the cutest little baby face. Yes, guys, today we are going to be discussing and talking about the Angela buff. Guys, Angela is a freaking cheat code in so many situations, from her ability to block and parry non-contact attacks to her ability to nullify damage over time debuffs that would be placed on her. So guys, let's get ready. Here we go. This is the ultimate guide to playing Angela. For each buff on Angela, her opponent suffers a decrease in nullify and auto-block ability accuracy, and also a decrease to damaging debuff duration. Angela's advanced block allows her to parry non-contact attacks. This makes her ideal in situations where the opponent has a non-contact attack, such as Yondu with his super annoying arrow, Domino's double pistol attack, Havoc's first medium attack, and can even parry his specials, Nova's initial medium attack, and of course Iron Man's Infinity Wars attacks, as many of them are non-contact. This even counts for his special one. Each time Angela loses 10% of her max health, she gains an indefinite resilience charge. When below max health, if Angela does not have a regeneration buff, she converts one resilience charge into a regeneration buff for 10 seconds. Angela gains an indefinite buff based on her current power level, and she has a 100% chance on critical hits to duplicate the current buff for 15 seconds. Below 1 bar of power, Angela gains an armor up buff. Between 1 and 2 bars of power, she will gain a fury buff. Between 2 and 3 bars of power, she will gain a precision buff. Finally, at 3 bars of power, she will gain an aptitude buff, increasing the potency of all fury, armor up, and precision buffs by 60%. Her heavy attacks also increase her critical rating by 2,150. Special attacks will apply a armor break debuff for each active buff on Angela. Using a special one, Angela will gain a fury buff for 5 seconds. This fury buff will increase to 20 seconds if Angela already has a fury buff active. Using a special 2 will grant Angela an armor up buff for 5 seconds. This armor up buff will increase to 20 seconds if she already has an active armor up buff. During Special 3, Angela's attack rating is increased by 1,541 for each buff active on her during the attack. She has a 100% chance to gain an aptitude buff for 5 seconds, and this aptitude buff will increase to 30 seconds if Angela already has an aptitude buff active. Before we dive straight into the combat strategy, I wanted to cover synergies. I was going to do this in another video, but her synergies really do take her from being very good to being just exceptional. Our first synergy that we want to look at is the one with Heimdall. Once per fight, Heimdall will intercede on Angel's behalf. If she dashes back and holds block for 1.5 seconds, she will gain an indefinite fury buff. increasing her attack by 15%. Using the Mr. Fantastic synergy, all Cosmic and Skill champions on the team, their basic hits pause one of each buff on them for 0.2 seconds. Again, this is not going to make her buffs indefinite, but it will make them last a whole lot longer. Along the same lines, using Morningstar on the team will increase Angela's buff duration by 20%. Finally, using Aegon will increase the potency of Fury effects by 25%. Like many champions in the game, Angela has a short combat strategy for really quick fights and a long combat strategy as well. Let's cover the short one first. And the long one is really the same thing, it just has an extra step included. For the short combat strategy, what you're going to do is build up to where you can throw a special one. This way, when you're between 2 and 3 bars of power, you are going to be gaining Fury buffs. So, you're going to stay in this area just over your special one, getting about half to 3/4 of your energy going towards your special 2. Then you're going to fire off your special 1. As you fire off the special 1, you're going to gain a base Fury buff that will last longer than the others because you already have a Fury buff active. Then you're going to build back up to your special, to that area between the special 1 and special 2, and you'll notice that you'll start gaining 3 to 4 Fury buffs. This is where your maximum damage comes out of for these shorter fights. You'll just rinse and repeat this until your opponent is down, firing off the special 1, and then going back and building up those Fury buffs. Now, for a special 3, or for a longer fight I should say, what you're going to want to do is gain your special 3 before you go into that special 1 rotation. For the special 3, if you remember, once you have an active aptitude buff, you will then gain a longer 30-second aptitude buff once you use the special 3. And the aptitude buff increases the potency of your Fury buffs and your other buffs by 60%. So, we're going to gain our special 3. We are then going to go back into that same special 1 rotation of gaining, halfway to a special 2, 3/4 of the way to a special 2, and then throwing our special 1 to keep on gaining a new base Fury buff. Now, how you get to your special 3 or special 1 will entirely depend on if you're running synergies or not. If you are not running synergies, it is best to use the parry heavy combo. So you're going to parry and then heavy attack. The heavy attack, if you remember, will increase your critical rating, making it more likely for you to duplicate the active buff that you're trying to duplicate. However, if you are running synergies, specifically the Heimdall synergy and the Mr. Fantastic synergies, for Heimdall, make sure that at some point you are dashing back and holding block to gain an extra indefinite Fury. This is going to make sure that when you're duplicating your Furies, you can duplicate an extra one. Now, for the Mr. Fantastic synergy, what you want to make sure of is that instead of throwing your parry heavy attacks, you are instead using your 5-hit combos. Again, the Mr. Fantastic synergy will make it so that your basic attacks will pause your buffs for 0.2 seconds. So using this, we can actually extend the life of our Fury buffs quite a bit. So make sure, if you're using your Mr. Fantastic synergy, that you are using 5-hit combos instead of your parry heavy. Guys, thank you so much for watching the video today. I appreciate all your support. Guys, if you will, hit that subscription button. Hit that subscription button for me, guys. We are trying to work our way to 500 subscribers so that we can get access to the Content Creator Beta. This will allow us to put out videos on and guides a whole lot quicker instead of relying on RNG. So please help me out, guys. Hit that subscription button. If you want to stay up to date on everything I'm putting out, make sure you hit the little notification bell. Guys, give me that thumbs up and leave me a comment down below. Are you liking the buffs to Angela? I think she is freaking amazing, guys. But let me know what you think about her, because, if you don't, guys, if you don't leave me a comment and you don't like the video, man, a gigantic meteor is gonna come down and it's not gonna hit you. Nope, it's gonna hit your favorite restaurant. But not just like your one, like all of them. If you like a friend, if you like Chick-fil-A, if that's your big thing, you like Chick-fil-A, it's gonna hit every single Chick-fil-A in the world. There's gonna be any left. What are you gonna do? You're not gonna have your favorite place to eat. You're gonna have to find somewhere else. You're gonna have to go to KFC. None of them sponsor this video, by the way. Hey, if you want to, go ahead. Just kidding. Not really. Isn't it? No, just kidding, guys. All right. Seriously, guys, please give me some love, guys. Like the video. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think about Angela. And hey, what is wrong with me today? Anyway, guys, I need to put the beard back on, don't I? Anyway, guys, leave me a subscription, guys. And I'll see you soon. See ya. Right there. That's the camera.